All right, let's get it, man.
To go over when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows today. I also got some insider info from one of my buddies about where exactly that $20 million that Ubisoft has spent went into, and it's kind of wild. There's also more stuff to go over too. There's rumors that once Shadow comes out, Ubisoft is cleaning house big time.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
And historians have entered the fight, and they are not taking prisoners and much more. It's so bad, dude. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it, man.
I got some info, so my buddy Francesco Solbach, who works at that park place, should be releasing an article on this when this video is live. And he told me that one of his Ubisoft insiders has spoken to him, and yeah, they're not looking good, fellas. So in case you don't know, when Shadows got delayed...
Exclusive. Assassin's Creed Shadow delay was to scale back. Yeah, wow. Yasuke after historic black... Oh my god. Yeah, man. Apparently people are not happy with this one.
Ubisoft decided to spend an extra $20 million in development costs to fix the game after criticisms and concerns from the fan base as well as gaming news outlets.
Wow.
The big cost of this $20 million extra dev time, according to Francesco's Ubisoft contact, was that originally Yasuke was meant to be the main character, so to speak, of Shadows. Yeah, Naoe is playable, but she was never, according to this source, supposed to be considered the main character of the two. The idea was that Yasuke was going to be the forerunner and was Ubisoft's way of using him as a convenient scapegoat to give players a fish out of water experience into Japan during the Sengoku period, which is when this game takes place. Naoe, of course, is from Japan.
Yeah, David, I definitely agree with you, man. We seen better. I really wanted to do good too, man. Yeah, we grew up watching Assassin's Creed. We grew up playing Assassin's Creed, man. We are rooting for Assassin's Creed, literally, man. But somehow, someway, they always finds a way to fuck it up, man. It's crazy.
Knows how to speak the language and has lived with their customs. So Yasuke was always meant to be the main character, so to speak, of this entry. But following the backlash from everyone, pretty much, Ubisoft
bro.
Internally. And they realized if they release the game in its current state for its original November 2024 release date,
everybody goes go crazy.
Unpolished, full of bugs, and heavily feature Yasuke as the hero of the game. Well, that's not the case anymore, apparently. So, according to this source, this $20 million was used.
Ubisoft CEO. This is a French name right here, man. Yves Guillemot confirme. Assassin's Creed Shadow delay. Discussing the company. Whoa, an extra 20 million.
To reverse a lot of Yasuke's involvement in the game, and we're talking big time. Yeah,
goddamn, bro.
Yes, he is playable and he still has quests and whatnot, but Ubisoft has allegedly gutted large portions of his content specifically to not make him the main character anymore, so to speak. Apparently, many of the story beats and side quests that were tied specifically to Yasuke have been changed internally with this extra 5 or so months of dev time.
Oh my goodness.
What I was told last year that Ubisoft was already scaling Yasuke back due to the increased backlash online. For an example, an insider told me months ago that they would remove the hip-hop battle theme for Yasuke because that music existing for him in Sengoku period Japan, well, it's ridiculous, let's be real. Not to mention on the nose that a black...
Why would you even do that?
Hip-hop music battle themes like...
Why would you even do that? That's ridiculous, bro. Why would you even do that? That's so ridiculous from Ubisoft. Like, come on, bro. Just because he's a black guy? Come on, man.
Wow, Ubisoft, good on you there.
That's pretty dumb.
Not all that this $20 million was spent on. It actually ended up doing the reverse of their original plan. So like I said, Naoe was not originally considered the main character of the game. However... according to this source, she is 100% going to be pushed forward more so as the main character over Yasuke now. As I
God damn, bro.
This video on Ubisoft erasing Yasuke, which yes they are by the way, as this video is now proving and will continue to do as well, Ubisoft is doing just that. They are literally terrified of the backlash and the lack of...
How come you cannot just get that shit right, bro? How come with all this money you just cannot get that shit right? You don't have to push the game every fucking year, man. You can literally just take every 5 years and make a great game. That's it, bro. Just get it right. Now you have to spend money just to erase Yasuke content, bro. That's crazy. Just because you didn't do it right the first time. Come on, die.
Support and the pre-order numbers for Shadows due to Yasuke being there. Like I showed in my previous video, we can see here that Ubisoft has even updated their official website to literally erase Yasuke's presence.
God damn. I'm not gonna lie, I was excited, bro. I was excited to play as Yasuke, man. What the flip, man. I was pretty goddamn excited to play as Yasuke. When I saw the samurai gear, bro, I'm like, okay. Nah, man, this is disappointing, bro. Yo, what's up, Simpson? How you doing, my boy? Yo, this is pretty disappointing, man. What the hell, dog? They're just gonna erase him like this? Like, god damn, bro.
With just Naoe instead, which is just like what Francesco's source told him.
Shit,
want
man.
players to believe that Naoe is actually the main character and was always supposed to be. But she wasn't. She was never supposed to be the main character. They
God damn it, trying to finesse us out here, bro.
Allegedly, to enhance Naoe's parkour and abilities within the game as well, while not really enhancing what Yasuke can do at all.
Bro,
This was
that's...
done, as Francesco's source told him, to change Shadows from a samurai-focused experience to a shinobi-focused experience instead, which is wild, man. They are...
Bro, can you not just do 50-50? I don't get it, man. Why do you have to remove pretty much everything Yasuke did, bro? Can they not just do 50-50? I don't get it.
Within this game, as Francesco told
Yasuke be moving like a scrub probably in the game, bro.
Why Yasuke is being heavily altered or censored, I guess, in their marketing material and posters is because Ubisoft wants to ensure they do not piss off Japanese people or historians who are actually well versed in the culture that this game tries to portray.
But you should have gone and ask these guys to be part of the game if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Like, with all the money in the world, what are you guys making that kind of mistake, Ubisoft? Should have just bring more experienced people to get the job done. People who know what the hell they're doing. Oh, this is disappointing, bro. This is pretty much disappointing, man.
Francesco had to say about it, and I quote, "These cuts are reportedly intended to avoid offending Japanese audiences and historians who have criticized the game's historical inaccuracy. A significant portion of the controversy..."
And they are right, bro. They are right. They're within their right.
Allegedly used as the primary inspiration for Yasuke's character. Lockley, who co-authored African Samurai: The True Story of Yasuke, a legendary black warrior in feudal Japan, has been accused of grossly exaggerating and fabricating much of Yasuke's history. His portrayal has been widely debunked by historians who argue that Yasuke was likely a bodyguard and servant rather than a legendary samurai as Lockley claimed. Lockley's dismissal from discussions around the game has been subtle but noticeable. Ubisoft initially promoted him as a key source for the character but has since gone silent on his involvement. This silence coincides with a wave of backlash from scholars, particularly in Japan, who criticize Lockley's claims as speculative at best and outright false at worst. It is rumored that some of Yasuke's cut content in the game quests tied to his supposed rise as a samurai were directly influenced by Lockley's work and later removed to avoid further controversy. Ubisoft's response to this backlash seems to include a shift in marketing focus, with greater emphasis.
It's too late now, man. The game is coming out, bro.
Shinobi elements. Trailers that initially highlighted Yasuke's samurai way.
Like, for real, I was mostly excited to play as a samurai, not as a shinobi. Not as a shinobi, bro. I wanted to play as a samurai, not as a shinobi. I don't understand it, man.
Announcement are now less centered on him, reflecting a clear pivot in how the game is being presented. Whether this last-minute reworking can salvage the project or not remains to be seen, but the changes seem like a desperate attempt to appease critics and salvage public perception. But it doesn't end there. Sources state that Ubisoft's change in approach has gone even further. The delay was used to refine Naoe's parkour system significantly and to heavily alter many dialogue interactions between Yasuke, Naoe, and the NPCs throughout the game. However, as mentioned, they could only do so much. Among these dialogue changes were discussions where Yasuke was previously presented as a samurai and celebrated for his renown amongst Japanese NPCs. Now it seems this has been altered to focus on the Creed, which will be built by both Naoe and Yasuke. Though, with Naoe taking center stage instead of Yasuke, Ubisoft has also reworked cutscenes where Yasuke was initially featured more prominently, with Naoe now portrayed as the driving force of the duo.
God damn, bro.
It feels almost as though Naoe has taken the lead role, even though players will still have the option to switch between the two characters. Our source also stated that the delay was primarily aimed at re-evaluating Yasuke's role in the game to avoid further bad press from, quote, historical fanatics. Ubisoft reported...
Hey, that makes sense, dog.
From Japanese historians,
you ain't trying to start any trouble, bro. They already fucked it up.
So how much did Ubisoft really try to change? According to our source, the most egregious inaccuracies were related to Yasuke's portrayal, and efforts were made to mitigate these issues. However, they added that there are still individuals within Ubisoft who remain adamant that Yasuke's character will resonate with players and become a success, despite the backlash and mounting criticism. And thanks to Francesco,
we'll see.
Who I've also streamed with, by the way, for all of this. Again, if you want to follow the guy on Twitter, here's his handle. He's doing amazing work over at that park place. I have used Francesco's scoops aplenty already. The guy is very well connected in games and movies as well, as you can see. But what Francesco has told us here and in his write-up, which again should be live by the time my video is up, he's clearly being told that yes, Ubisoft is terrified of historians and pissing off the Japanese fans even further. But the fact that they wanted to make Yasuke the main hero, so to speak, that speaks volumes. Especially considering the fact that the guy, as we can see, does not play anything like an assassin in a game where players expect to, you know, be able to do assassin things,
yeah.
It's such a bizarre series of mistakes on Ubisoft's part.
Yeah, Ubisoft been fucking up, man. Even Assassin's Creed Origin did not feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It was a different kind of direction that went by, bro. It wasn't an Assassin's Creed game, man. I don't know. Since Black Flag for me, they kind of fell off, but you know, Syndicate was trash. I mean, Unity was beautiful. It was fun to play, but that was it. I don't know. Mirage is trash. Valhalla is okay. You know, since Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, Origin, I love the direction that they went. The game was looking good. It was nice to play as Bayek. It was a fun fucking game. But this one, you know, they promoted Yasuke and I was excited to play as a, you know, as a samurai. But look at this now, man. Now they switch up the whole entire game and now I gotta play as a shinobi. Jesus Christ.
But I'm not surprised. I mean, they were hell-bent on adding DEI. And now they're releasing this game in a literal post-woke era. It's a mess, man. But do you think the mess stopped there? Hell nah, dude. We got lots of cringe left to sift through.
He's like, hell nah, bro.
We got to talk about this photo which sparked the dismay and hatred of 1,000 suns, and I'm not kidding.
Okay.
You know, it may just look like Yasuke walking.
It looks like nothing to me. It just looks like Yasuke just walking down the street.
Japanese market, but dude, as you'll come to see, this photo alone has unified Japan in its hatred of shadows. Let me
all right, let's see this. Let's understand this.
Dr. Alaric Naude, who is a professor and linguist, and his analytical eye has caused this photo to become so hated in record time.
Yeah, honestly, when did Ubisoft got this lazy, bro? When did Ubisoft starting to be this lazy, man? Like, they used to do their shit back in the days. Like, what happened? What happened? It's crazy.
About it. Yasuke is shown wearing golden armor from the Kamakura period, Not only is the setting inappropriate,
Oh
but
shit.
it's also impossible for a foreigner fresh off the ship to be wearing armor worth an estate. Even a feudal lord couldn't afford it. And the talent for getting it all wrong is astounding, from the weapon piercing the helmet
Yeah.
to the watermelon appearing amidst blooming cherry blossoms. Note, besides the fact that watermelons and cherry blossoms are never seen in the same seasons, watermelons were first introduced to Japan during the Edo period, 1603 to 1868.
God damn.
To have been brought there by Dutch traders or through China.
What kind of mistake is this, bro? Bro, man, that boy dropped the facts, bro. He went deep, bro. He even make sure to check out the watermelon too. The only thing I've noticed is the gun inside the hat, bro. You sent me to a video? Appreciate that. I'm gonna check it out, bro. Yo, that's crazy, dog.
During the Sengoku period. By the way, the Sengoku period, which is when Shadows takes place, started in 1467. Shadows takes place in 1579. During the Azuchi Momoyama period of time. Pretty much the game takes place during the finale of the Sengoku period amidst a massive civil war. So what Alaric is saying here is that Shadows not only has watermelons in Japan way before they were actually introduced into the country proper.
God damn, Alec, you don't play, bro.
While watermelon
Alright, horror, take your time.
Is the opposite seasons, by the way. Apparently, cherry blossom trees, based on what I could find, bloom during the springtime in Japan, between late March and early April. However, in places like Hokkaido, they may even
no problem.
In May. Watermelons, according to Google, have their season somewhere between May and September based on the climate. In Japan, watermelon season is from May to August, so technically Ubisoft could just say that this screenshot is from May in the game, I guess. However, again, despite that part of the year being the only time both the cherry blossom trees could maybe, I guess, bloom, plus there maybe being watermelons, unfortunately for Ubisoft, again, watermelons were not introduced until much later on when Shadows was technically happening as a game within the time period of Japan. So
God damn, you gotta be accurate, Ubisoft, bro. You can't be putting bad informations out there, man. What did I find again?
Goddamn picture, dude. One user would say stop nitpicking the graphics, and then, well,
yeah, that's like crazy nitpicking too, though. But at the end of the day,
Yasuke's comically expensive suit of armor that he could never afford here too. By the way, a solid suit of golden armor would cost an insane amount of money back then. Nobody could afford that. Probably not even Nobunaga. So Yasuke just walking around in a gold suit of armor is literally insane.
Yo, it's a game though. It's a game, guys.
That's just walking around with billions of dollars worth of jewelry on to flex.
Plus a black man too, bro. That would have never happened back in the days.
And ask, are they gonna add fried chicken in the DLC?
Oh my god, bro. Wow. Wow, fried chicken, bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I gotta check what and make sure that I'm getting what fat. Yo, what's up, Kapuk, man? How you doing, my boy? It's nice to see you, bro. Hope you're doing good, bro.
Perhaps Yasuke taught the Japanese how to fry chicken like in Korea. Also, I decided to look,
bro, that's crazy, man.
Apparently the Portuguese
that's crazy, bro.
Introducing the Japanese to fried chicken recipes.
Nice, man. That's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear, my boy. It's nice to see you, bro. It's been some time.
To fried chicken like in Korea. Also, I decided to look it up, and apparently the Portuguese were responsible for introducing the Japanese to fried chicken recipes. And I didn't know this, obviously, but apparently Japanese people celebrate Christmas by eating American-styled fried
chicken. That's what I heard.
Google trolling me.
That's what I heard.
Although it looks like Yasuke actually could have ate fried chicken, according to Google, in Japan during this period at least. Because according to Google, the Portuguese...
I don't know if that shit is right, but I heard that. That's good, man. You gotta stay busy, bro. Staying busy is the right thing to do, my boy.
First came into contact with Japan in 1543. when their ships landed on the southern tip of I can't say this.
Oh my god.
Tanegashima Island.
Tanegashima.
I probably said that wrong, but anyway, so there would be
Probably.
at least 2 decades worth of time before Yasuke in this game, I guess, that he could probably have fried chicken. I can't believe that.
Bro, this is crazy. Is that what we talking about, man? Is that what we talking about, bro? For a freaking game? Ubisoft, Yes, bro, they've been lazy, David. They've been lazy.
Right now, but I think we're all learning something new today at least, so you're welcome.
Hey, Capo, good decision, man. Good decision. Sometimes you gotta step back a little bit. Yes, sir. Sometimes you gotta step back.
If we see Yasuke eating fried chicken in Shadows, at least it would be canonically accurate. But I think having watermelon there on the side and him being a black guy, come on Ubisoft, we see what you're doing. Y'all are bending the space-time continuum to will watermelons and fried chicken in your black.
Bro, that's crazy.
The whole situation is so stupid, but all I can really do is laugh at it due to how dumb it is. Another user would say, like, why specifically the cherry blossoms and also...
Nah, man, take care, Kapuk. No, they don't, David.
Choose to nitpick, and then someone would then reply. Because Ubisoft...
Yo, freaking Valhalla was alright. Star Wars was garbage, bro. Avatar was garbage, man. They haven't been doing good, man. They've been lazy, bro.
Settings, and as someone who lives in Japan, seeing watermelons and sakura side by side looks as authentic as a snowman on a beach. And hey,
oh my god,
to claim that a Japanese native wouldn't know more about their culture than us, right? It is ridiculous. But
I feel you, my boy. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you guys.
Got watermelons in it. My god, Ubisoft.
Come on, bro.
Incredible displays of stupidity here. Amazing even. Then one user goes scorched earth by saying this. What do you mean watermelons didn't reach Japan until the Edo period, long after the Sengoku era? Or that they're typically harvested in the summer? How else am I supposed to know I'm playing as the forgotten black samurai without rap music and anachronic racial stereotyping? I mean, they're out of line, but they're right. Ubisoft doesn't realize just how poorly this all looks for them because, like always, woke people don't know that when it comes to racism, they are actually unironically the most racist of them all.
Exactly, bro.
People who claim that they don't see color, they do in fact only see color, race, gender compared to literally everyone else. It probably doesn't help as well that this new gameplay scissor reel came out and got a lot of people talking for all the wrong reasons. Sorry, but I have to black and white the entire thing because it's just full of blood and YouTube will censor it, but as you can see, Yasuke is shown to just be mercilessly killing dozens of Japanese people with no remorse. The whole thing just comes off as gross, but it is funny how these same journalist types will complain that Resident Evil 5 is racist because a white guy is shooting zombies in Africa, but they are all suspiciously quiet when Yasuke, their black samurai god, is just killing Japanese men in Japan without punity. And yeah, this...
Oh my god, bro, this is crazy. Can we just play a damn game? This is crazy, bro. Like, I understand what they're saying, but like, yo, the nitpicking is too much. Can we just play a goddamn game? Can y'all get the story right and so we can just play a freaking game? Fallout. Yeah, I never play Fallout, bro, Kapuk. I've never played Fallout. Yeah, I'm excited to play Red Dead Redemption tomorrow night, though. We're gonna be playing Red Dead Redemption online tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
Because these Japanese people are not infected, mindless zombies.
This is crazy, man.
Yet you'll never see the media claim it either way, but just watch. Whenever a Resident Evil 5 inevitably gets remade and announced, if they're still black zombies, the gaming media press is gonna lose their collective minds. It's such a double standard, dude. But the entire Yasuke situation is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Can't find the strength to defend them with their tweet that said, "Opinion: Assassin's Creed Shadows is not the Ninja Splinter Cell game I hoped for." This comes from their preview from one of their journals,
Splinter Cell, bro.
Who pretty much just states the game is not very good and misses the mark. Like, they aren't even hiding that the biggest downfall of this game will indeed be Yasuke. Listen to this and I quote, "Standing notably shorter than her heavily armored companion, Naoe is able to avoid enemy sightlines more easily. Her slender frame allows her to do things the bulkier Yasuke cannot, such as slip through narrow gaps and hide in
But that's expected, bro. Yasuke is supposed to be the big guy who's dominating out there, bro. He's not supposed to be slick. He's supposed to be brutal. He's supposed to be aggressive, loud. Like, I don't get it. She's supposed to be slick, quiet, like a true assassin, like a young shinobi. What are we talking about here, man?
While her grappling hook opens up access to rooftops and ledges that have no climbing handholds. Playing as Naoe opens up new routes and pathways through Shadow's world, or perhaps more accurately, playing as Yasuke closes the door on many established Assassin's Creed traditions. For any of the series' staple stealth actions aside from using his bow.
There's always gonna be complaints, dog. What the hell, bro?
A detailed skill tree allowing you to build and hone her abilities beyond those standard tools. But all the exciting options are combat focused, such as the elaborate 9-strike guard breaker or eviscerate with its kick flip finisher. When it comes to stealth, the most exotic option I could find was the ability to slow down time for a few seconds. As far as this demo was willing to show me, there's nothing along the lines of traps, disguises, or more advanced stealth ideas. After 3 hours of play, I'm fairly confident in saying that Assassin's Creed Shadows will be the best stealth experience of the series' RPG era.
Oh wow.
Having a character and toolkit entirely dedicated to the approach signifies that Ubisoft is taking this fundamental part of the franchise seriously for what feels like the first time in many years. But as dedicated fans will know, stealth never actually went away, it was just eclipsed by the action.
Exactly.
Shadows lets that stealth step back into the limelight. However, just because stealth now has prominence doesn't mean it's undergone any meaningful change. For all the studio's talk of Splinter Cell-like detection systems, Shadows feels like Assassin's Creed getting back to business as usual, rather than exploring a new, sneakier frontier. For many exhausted by the reign of...
It's crazy, man. They should have just made it about a young shinobi, and that would have been it. If they were about to add Yasuke to it, bro, they should have get the story right. But the young shinobi looks alright. If they sold me about it at the beginning, I would have been like, yeah, no problem. I would have taken it right there. But like, you're gonna put Yasuke at the front of it, and then, you know, remove everything about it, and you get guys like me hyped up for it, and then you're gonna remove everything about it because you didn't do your job properly. Man, that's fucked up, man.
Spartans and Vikings that will likely...
That's fucked up, man.
What I've played is representative of Shadows as a whole. I think Ubisoft has missed a huge opportunity to capitalize on the advanced stealth potential of...
Yeah, man, they should have just made it about the young shinobi, and then we would have been like, yo, Assassin's Creed Mirage is trash, but at least they redeemed themselves with Assassin's Creed Shadow with the stealth stuff, bro. I would have been okay with that. Now they added Yasuke to it. They got me hyped up about the samurai side of it, and then they're removing everything about it, man. That's trash. Come on, man.
Groups, end quote. So even IGN can't defend this thing really either. They confirmed that the game also has nothing interesting in terms of how you use your stealth. And the only new additions are pretty much being able to crawl through spaces, but it just slows gameplay down pretty much. Naoe has no cool unique stealth abilities, which seems stupid, especially considering in Mirage that Basim even had the unique ability at least to super assassinate people in quick succession. Why they wouldn't give Naoe something similar to unlock is Ubisoft's...
No, man, that was dumb. That's dumb. To be able to assassinate people in a second, you can assassinate like 5 people in like 2 seconds. That was dumb. I hated that ability, man. I hated that ability.
IGN also claimed
it was fucking whack.
Darkness system where you could use the darkness to cloud your movements. They found in actual practice that it didn't matter either way, and enemy sightlines were just as easy to avoid with or without light. Which probably whoever worked on those systems in the game read that and then wanted to throw themselves out a window. But there's more bad.
Bro, that did it. It sounds like they did a lazy job. That's all I'm hearing, bro.
Assassin's Creed Shadows release. So this is a huge rumor, by the way, that is insane if it ends up being true. So Ubisoft Quebec made Shadows, and if Ubisoft...
Yeah, it's not Montreal.
That's like, dude, that's a...
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's not Ubisoft Montreal who did this one, Assassin's Creed Shadow. It was Ubisoft Quebec. And apparently Ubisoft Quebec has they don't have that much experience making video games, which is trash, man. Which is trash.
Ubisoft and really the entire games industry that exists within Quebec, Canada. To put it into perspective for you, Ubisoft Quebec as a studio made games like the original Assassin's Creed, although granted many of the people who made that game have long left the company. They also made Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Again, most people are gone now that made those two, and it shows with Shadows.
It ain't the same people.
Like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, For Honor, the original Splinter Cell.
It ain't the same people.
And Far Cry, although same thing, many left that made those two. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the original Watch Dogs, Immortal Phoenix Rising, and more. So if this studio closes down, it's going to be chaos for Ubisoft. According to Fandom Pulse's insider, there is just absolute pandemonium at Ubisoft Quebec right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
If anyone who's watching this works there, please reach out to me so I can get your side of the story without Ubisoft's corporate stuff in the way. If you want your voice heard, please email me or DM me on Twitter or something. I promise to keep your identity safe like I do everyone else's that contacts me, so please let me talk because this is nucking futs, dude. If you go look up their job applications, by the way, there's 0 new job positions that are pending, which is usually proof that your studio is going to probably die if no new blood is being added to it at all.
God damn it.
Ubisoft has also closed studios in San Diego, California, as well as in Osaka, Japan.
Yeah, they're done.
They also laid off people in Sydney, Australia recently too. Ubisoft also laid off the entire staff at Ubisoft Leamington, which is located in England. That's around 50 people that have been let go as well. Leamington worked on the god-awful Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and Watch Dogs Legion. They also helped work on Star Wars Outlaws 2.
That one was trash.
Ubisoft is bleeding across the board, guys. They are losing employees in studios at an alarming rate. But it's simply because they're making things that nobody wants to buy because it's all slop. It's the same game over and over. And who are they kidding that people would still want to buy these things? Ubisoft also announced layoffs at Ubisoft Dusseldorf, Stockholm, and Reflections, combining the layoffs there plus Leamington. That puts the entire count at around 185 people laid off as far as we know.
God damn, bro. That's crazy. That's people jobs right there, man.
Projects, they positioned themselves to embrace DEI, and they were the ones who thought it was smart to implement Yasuke as their core hero into their next big Assassin's Creed game, which clearly is not working for them. Everything they've done is a masterclass in how to never do things if you want to make money or gain fans' goodwill. And the fact that they spent $1 million to not add much features, but instead remove content,
bro?
Specifically, yeah, this is bad, guys. This has all gone from worse to horrific in record time, but Ubisoft can really only blame themselves. But what do you think about all of this? Let me know as always. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to...
Yo, that's a nice video right here by Eddie Moist TV, man. So what is the takeaway from this video, man? The takeaway from this video is that Ubisoft has been lazy, right? Ubisoft has been goddamn lazy. They didn't do the job properly, and now it's backfiring on them. It is what it is, man. Yes, I'm still gonna try this game. I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm curious about it. I've been playing all Assassin's Creed. If I try, I don't like it, I'm not gonna finish it. It is what it is. You know, Mirage. I'm at the end of Mirage, and still this game didn't came and grab my heart. It is what it is, man. It feels like Ubisoft has been lazy.